go to kick the ball and get hit in the head by a flag.
Maybe he should wait till he waves it.
To the wing, Jamar's down there. It dropped short. Marriage was the man front spot.
There still wasn't enough competitiveness there.
50. Now Marriage will have a shot at goal here.
It's worth gold at the moment.
Ivan Marriage Jr., Marriage Senior, no doubt here, looking on, and he splits the middle. And the Adelaide Crows hit the front.
Green Barley might be too happy with that 50. But
You can see the Adelaide players, their arms up.
they
are switched on.
Looks like Jamar's the target for the long kick.
Dunn, Tippett, Jamar, they're all there. Bale gathers the crumb and goes. Newton's calling for it. It's in his direction, flies, got it.
Now they've got a one-on-one with Green.
So I'll be going.
He does head there. Goodwin's with him. Green got hands to it. Chipok left it behind. Green collects. Needs to just kick it himself. Exactly what he does. And Melbourne back in front.
Fantastic goal there from Brad Green. The key to that was he held his feet. As soon as you go to the ground as a defender, you're out of the game. And very good option here. Good mark from Newton, but he was aware that Green had a one-on-one Simon Goodwin deeper, so he played on quickly. So we see Brad Green here and Goodwin, and the Adelaide player there goes to ground. Green holds his feet, and 6 points. They deserve that lead there, Melbourne. Just getting up now, Ricky.
Cook pumps it long. Oh, Burton, look out as the crow flies. Can't take the mark. Trenko with the crumb. Just need to eat up the last 13 seconds here. They don't. They turn it over. Cook from 30. Oh, that hurts.
Melbourne players are playing touched.
That hurts big time.
The Demon players around that, reckon they got a piece of that. Now that's a mark. Well, had a fair go at it. You would have thought I'd really pay that.
Yeah, just an overzealous handball there from Brent Malay. It was just too hot, that handball, and that is really going to hurt Melbourne going into the quarter-time break. They should have been going at 11 points all, but just an errant handball from Maloney has cost Melbourne in the highest possible way.
McKay to Douglas. Kicked a wobbler. Trenko made it look okay. Dangerfield. Inboard. Walker hasn't seen a lot of it. Doughty. Tippett. Knocked away from him. He thought he had a good grab on that. Edwards. Thompson. Thumps it long. Burton. And he's got the set, the fly, the mark. That's his forte.
Cameron Bruce is now playing as that defender again. And Dean Bale will be wondering at the moment, do we leave Cameron Bruce down? We want to get his run. We've got Aaron Davey off the ground, although Aaron's back on the ground. So a little bit of contemplation in the Melbourne coaching box to see whether they can get Cameron Bruce into the game, maybe up around the midfield region.
2 behind so far for Brett Burton. Might like this end better. Adelaide Crows lead by 14.
Oh, it's a sneaky little lead.
There you go, if you can understand some of that.
I think it's gone, Dwayne.
Yep. Schmidt wide, Doughty.
They're moving the ball better this quarter.
Melbourne on the ropes here. Doughty sends it wide. Burton sizes it up, and he's back in form.
Right, magnificent to watch.
The margin. He can make it 20.
Take his best.
Not bad.
Did it well.
Oh, that is gold, especially in these conditions.
That was
See the defender running out, Dwayne, and then as a forward, you had to be between your direct opponent and the boundary line. It's the only way the kick could go.
Bock. Dangerfield. Burton will do. Gets edged out and wins a free.
Well, there was a push, and this is why I'm surprised that they've made that move. At least wait for Dangerfield to get on fire before you start making the move. I mean, that's just... Yeah.
Well, Garland's very rusty. It's his first game for the year. In fact, it's his first senior game since round 1 last year. He had the stress fracture in the foot. His only game last year was round 1.
So to play him on a hot player who's got a very high work rate is risky.
Absolutely. Burton starts it right, feeds it back, and the risk is not paying off. Biggest lead of the game, 25 points.
Perfect start there for Adelaide. Wind out of Aaron Davey there.
Turnover.
But
Joel McDonald.
Your call there, Dwayne. Newton and Jamar flying for the one ball was spot on.
Oh, they might get it right here through a fumble. McLeod can't tackle. Penrith down now. Dragged down. Adelaide with the numbers back. Bennell! Oh. Finally they sneak one home.
Perfect call there, Dwayne. He snuck it through underneath his legs, and if he had tried to kick the ball in the air, there's no doubt it would have got smothered, so it was underneath the hands. Terrific front and square. They kicked the ball alive there, Melbourne. They had to work hard for their goals. We just see here numbers at the ball, Bennell out the back and just snuck it under the Adelaide defender's hands. Beautiful play. Good effort to keep the ball alive for Melbourne. That's what you need, just a good, strong contest down there to keep the ball alive.
Taylor Walker.
So we've got Burton long, Tippett long. Tippett's just standing there saying, I'm the long option here if you need to use me.
He's turned it over. Bale. Now he's got a one-on-one. Needs to hit Pettit here. He's got the space. Pettit can get and go. Rutten comes at him. Pettit should spin around him. Caught. Gives it up. Bale inboard. Bait. Unsure. Goes for goal. Kicks it. They're back, the Demons.
Well, here they'll have this, not a big crowd, but they'll be involved.
Bait. Schmidt pursue it. Dunn got enough to bait. He's already kicked one. He runs in for the try. It's a 5-point game.
Great work at the clearances there by the Demons.
Well, it was fantastic work. I'm just interested to see the replay, to see who was on Bait, how that gate was open. You just see the stop play here. There's Matty Bait there. He's got two Adelaide defenders. One's Vince, and the other one's Schmidt.
It's a good give there by Geordie McKenzie, and the dunk give was a ripper as well.
It was good use of the handball, but Vince and Schmidt allowed Bait out the back door, so Neil Craig won't be too happy with that. Type forward, so Dowdy's normally used to the in and under type half forward.
Freak. Oh, number 9 Melbourne. He's plucked that from nowhere, and now Jack Tringo will have a shot at goal to put them in front.
Yeah, but he looked a little bit surprised when he had a look around. But
well, we didn't know, the umpire didn't know his name. I know he's only in his third game. He's pointing at him saying number 9.
Here we go. Have a look at the replay here.
Everyone's putting their hand up wondering what was going on.
Isn't this a big kick? He has never kicked an AFL goal, Jack Tringo. He's in game 3. They trail by 5 points. The South Australian against the Crows. Kicks the goal. He's the man for the moment. He ran at the attempting a tackle. It was never on. Douglas, Bruce, ball flicked back. Now Bruce has 2 to beat. Douglas through the legs of Garland.
Taylor Walker's just got to go at the ball.
Thompson hacks it towards goal. Howell at bounce. Warnock's under it. Takes it through, scores a level.
Left ankle re-strap. They're desperate for him to get back out there. He's just trying to warm up at the moment.
Little flick on. Davey, he kept it in. Dangerously but well. Bartram, Bennell. Takes on Marriott. You'd expect him to win that battle. No one to kick to. Green, some poise. McDonald, he can win it. He goes to McDonald. Can he take the mark? Can he kick the goal? Captain's goal. They've been addicted to tragedy. They may have turned the corner.
Well, that is amazing effort there. Beautifully called, Dwayne. The skipper, he pushed hard from the midfield. You could sense that Melbourne were continually getting that extra guy forward, and they just had to think their way through it. It took the old heads. You see a beautiful handball here, on better hands than Brad Green.
What about the kick?
The kick was absolutely perfect. Did not break stride, James McDonald. That is a magnificent kick. Take a brave effort from Adelaide now. As we see a lot of the Melbourne supporters, they desperately need to win. They've been very loyal, Melbourne. You can see them coming out the other side, though, the D's. All the youngsters today have been outstanding.
Look at the tap.
Jones gets the kick away. Melbourne will win.
Absolutely brilliant play again at the stoppage of talked about it all afternoon. Danny had one kick, Mark Jamar, but his work at bounce downs, at throw-ins, at the centre bounce, and he set the standard at the start of the game. Just have a look at this ruck work. It's as good as you could get to the running player who, I'm not sure what happened with the structures of Adelaide, but they broke down, and that's a critical time to break down as well.
Just need to slow it down now, Melbourne.
Well, they really should be 2-1.
Scully sends it down the wing. You'll hear an almighty roar.
They deserve it. Oh, look at the crowd.
Sounds like there's 60,000 here. So many parallels between Melbourne's fight and Jimmy Stein's fight. There might be a tear or two tonight. Melbourne, their first win of the year.
What a win it was. Set up by that big bloke right there. Mark Jamar, his aggression at the bounces, set the standard from the first bounce. Their captain led the way. Would have had 10 or 12 tackles in the end. Haven't got the numbers right in front of me at the minute. Thought their players in defence, their young defenders, James Frawley was outstanding. His job on Burton after half-time was full of merit. And their run and carry, their midfield players were sensational.
Oh, they deserve this win. Let's face it, they desperately deserve this win.